Hello? Have we got a good one tonight? It's it's a special day today. It's heart day, it's romance day, it's Valentine's Day, whatever the heck you want to call it. Saint Valentine's Day, whatever. It's the day of love and romance and all that other gay shit. Um why did I say it like that? Anyway, hey curses. So the game we're going to be playing is recommended by Doki, and I did have to check and make sure it was TOS approved and not on the prohibited games list before playing it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun one because whew. Now I started the game up earlier to make sure everything was working and to get the audio and the game capture set up. This game has a intro that we absolutely have to watch. So let me turn on the game's audio real quick. The game's not running yet because I want to watch that intro. Let's mute bleh, background music. I'm going to mute that. And I haven't changed my category to the game yet because I want it to be a surprise. So I'm going to actually switch us over to the game capture. Now it's going to be black for right now until the game actually starts up. Here we go. Oh, dear God. Is this not the most... I wasn't expecting this. Oh, dear Lord. When I downloaded and installed this, I was not expecting an anime intro. But I'm so glad that's there. I also cannot believe that this is published by KFC. This is official. This is actually published by KFC. It's an official game. It makes me think of those oh god, like 50,000 years ago Burger King put out like 3 Xbox video games, like official Burger King games, and they sucked. Probably the only good one was the Pocket Bite Racing one. You choked on the drink? Wait, what did I say that made you choke? I need to know these things. I must know. How did I do it so I can do it again? And I can abuse that power. Anyway. The Pocket Bite Racing one was the only good one, but like there was Sneak King where you had to be the Burger King sneaking around and surprising people with bad sandwiches. So I need to say that I love fried chicken. Fried chicken is one of my favorite frickin' foods ever. I love fried chicken so much that I'm very, very picky with it. And I will be the first to say, okay, this is going for the anime aesthetic. And I've heard that KFC in Japan is amazing. But here in the US, at least where I live, KFC is where you go to get fried chicken when you hate yourself and everyone else and you want the world to burn. KFC's fried chicken is just, no. It's sad. What they did to the Colonel's recipe, I know for a fact the Colonel is spinning in his freaking grave of what has become of that chicken. I know this because he freaking fought court battles and shit against them before he died. So the chicken recipe that KFC uses now is not the original recipe, not even close. I think if I remember correctly, the original recipe is not even that hard, but you can look it up online. If I remember correctly, it actually doesn't even have 11 herbs and spices. It's mostly pepper. But that's neither here nor there. Today, we are trying to date the Colonel himself. And this is, yeah, I think I've just given up all hope. Abandon all hope, ye who enter here. Because I'm trying to date an anime boy instead of finding an actual girlfriend. Oh God, help me. Anyway. I don't think this game is that long. I looked it up. It said about an hour and a half. So we're gonna play this before you tell us your name. Billy Joe. E-A-R-O-T. Yeah, let's go with the full name instead of the shortened version. Chicken and biscuits. What a winning combo. Don't forget the mashed taters and gravy and green beans. Don't get the green beans from Popeyes either. They're terrible. I don't know how Popeyes ruined green beans, but they did. The chickens from Popeyes are pretty good, though. And their biscuits are good, even though I'm pretty sure they're just frozen biscuits. Okay. Okay. Here we go. You sleep. You sleep softly as the morning sun casts a warm glow through the window of your modest student apartment. The world is peaceful and serene. You could stay in the moment forever. Or you could wake up now, your first day of culinary school, no time to sleep in. I love the sound. That is an alarm clock and a half right there. Smack that clock up and at him. Throw the clock out the window and stay in bed forever. Oh, that's a mood. If the sounds are too loud, let me know. And I can play with the volumes a bit. Which one? This one's the mood. We'll go with this one. You slept through the school year and gave up on the once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to meet Colonel Sanders. Wow, I knew I was a failure, but damn, I didn't think I was that bad. Let's try that again, shall we? I didn't think you could fail that quickly. So, this is obviously a joke game. None of this is meant to be taken seriously. You know what? It's Valentine's Day and I have no alcohol. I have a bottle of water. Okay, I've read all this already. Wake up now. Culinary school. Smack the clock. Lying in bed, you stare at the ceiling, thinking about everything that awaits you at the prestigious University of Cooking School. Wait, the prestigious University of Cooking School. What? Okay, Academy for Learning. Okay, Cooking School Academy for Learning. We went full generic on the titles for this one. Your mind begins to wander. Who will be there? What will you cook? What should you wear? Time begins to fly by, and you find your imagination getting away from you. You'll need to take this seriously. You allow yourself to daydream a bit, thinking about the future. No, up! Better make sure to arrive prepared for the first day. Don't even bother. Muster your morning checklist, teeth, hair, pits. Nothing can stop you now. You confidently grab a biscuit, strut out the door, and head off to class. Just get what you need to get the blood flowing. A delicious biscuit. Standing in the quad, you gaze upon the magnificent University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. My friend Ren is playing this game on stream tonight too. I'm gonna have to watch the VOD because I know she's gonna have fun with this. Here comes your lifelong best friend forever, Miriam. Miriam? How did we end up going to the same university? She's cute. She's the most adorably awkward person you've ever met, and you absolutely love her for it. We all have a friend like that. We all love our friends like that too. Good morning, Desperado. Are you excited for the first day of the rest of our lives? Not particularly. I wanted to sleep in, but the game wouldn't let me. Because I sure am. Excited, a little nervous. Okay, a lot nervous. What the? It's just that this morning I made breakfast for myself, but, well, when I ate it, I couldn't taste any love in the food. What if I'm no good? The secret ingredient is not, is never has been, and never will be love, all right? It's alcohol. Or MSG. Or LSD. That's the secret ingredient to literally everything. Raised by master chef parents, she always held herself to a very high standard. My sister's a chef. And her daughter, the dad's a chef. So this is gonna be her, isn't it? This is her destiny. Ever since we were little babies playing together and you rescued me from that quicksand box. Okay. It's been clear to me that you're the most loving, caring person I know. You're going to do great. Learning's famous 3-day only cement. Oh, wow. This is a crash course and a half. I'm afraid of being left behind and never catching up. A 3-day culinary school? Honestly, yeah, that's about how long it takes to learn how to cook. 3 days and you're good. Miriam has always had a flair for dramatic. This summer she got nervous about her first kiss that she chipped a tooth practicing on a mannequin. Damn, girl. Pep talk, change the subject. Let's pep talk her. Remember last month when you saw that fortune card and had our tarot cards read? Oh god, was it a death card? The ghost is hunting. Lady with the mask who gave me nightmares, I've been trying to forget. I know she looked spooky, but she was so sweet, and she told you that you were destined for great things. I need to do different voices for the characters. Remember that card with the fancy looking tower? That causes the ghost to throw something, or interact with something. And that other card featuring a handsome fellow in a red suit. I've been waiting so long to meet a handsome fellow I could call my own. Maybe I shouldn't do voices. And I'm sure you will soon. In no time, we'll be graduating, and you'll be delighting the world with your heartfelt cooking in no time at all. As you talk, Miriam, you can feel her nerves begin to ease. You know what? Maybe everything will be okay after all. And if not, at least I have these killer bangs. They are quite nice. Can you believe I cut them myself? You can definitely believe it. I like her character design. I cannot believe it. Before you can get another word out, you're rudely interrupted when someone smacks your books and custom engraved measuring spoons out of your hands. Custom engraved measuring spoons. Why, hello, waifu. It's at Ashelia? Leah. It's Leah. Your arch rival. She's totally evil, but you can't help but be filled with jealousy. You can see I cannot read tonight. She can get anything she wants and she knows it. Does she want me? I'll be her Valentine. Ashley spelled weird. I'm gonna call her Leah though. Ashleah. Oh, I see it now. Ashleah. Ashley. There we go. Ashley. I'm gonna call her Ashley. I didn't see you there, chicken skins. You leave Desperodo's shins alone. They're perfectly normal shins. Ugh. You can't stand Ashley. Even her name is annoying. It sure as shit is. Hi, Cherry. I don't know what I'm doing. I forgot to change the category. Holy hell, I really don't know what the hell I'm doing. There we go. I had that primed and ready to go and forgot to do it. You know for a fact that it's actually Ashley. Curses, I know you said you've seen this game before. Have you played it? Yes, it is, Cherry. It's a KFC dating sim. We're gonna date the Colonel or die trying. We're not gonna eat their chicken, though. It's nasty. KFC chicken is no bueno. Popeyes, on the other hand, I'll devour. But she had to add extra letters to make herself feel better than everyone else. She cute though. If anyone here knows what a perfect chins look like, it's us. Miriam, honey, I love you, but quit while you're ahead. KFC is really good here, really good. Yeah, you've said that in the past, that it's really good there. I don't know what it is. They just don't give a crap in the Actually, I'm pretty sure I do know what it is. It's greed. I don't know if they use a different recipe in other countries than they do in the US. They probably do. I know that and I said this at the start of the stream, KFC's chicken now uses a different recipe than what the Colonel made, and it's just not good. The Colonel's recipe is really easy and delicious. The one they use in the US here, yeah. And they don't do a good job cooking it. But I'm wondering if in Australia and Japan and all, where it is a lot more popular, if they use a different recipe. It probably helps that they actually, you know, care about their employees and pay them a living wage so they give a shit about cooking it properly. Maybe y'all kept the Colonel. Hey, that's a win-win for y'all. Okay. We're not going to let you or your really weird insults get to us. Yeah, Ashley. Across the quad, you see Ashley's best friend, Van the man. Oh my god. Has stopped to look at his own reflections in the mirror. Narcissist. There we go. His pants are so tight you can see him casually working out his glutes while he styles his hair. No lie, they're rockin' glutes. Van. She's got a different voice every time I say her. You rang. I mean, we don't get to see his glutes. They go on about his glutes, and now we don't get to see them. There they are. Hello. Yeah, there they are. They're pretty nice. Well, I mean, we can see the sides, the hips, but I'm sure it's good back there, too. Never been sure what their arrangement is, but as long as you've known them, Ashley and Van have been just as close as you and Miriam, but substantially more devious. Can't believe that University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, I'm going to say it the full word every time, would ever allow people like you to attend as students. I mean, look, it's the modern education system. If you got the money, honey, they got your disease. I know, right? You think they just hand us our diplomas now? Or maybe hire us on as professors. You amateurs could learn a lot from us. You want a freaking cooking fight? What's that anime where there's actually like cooking war battle fights? I can't remember the name of it. It's really funny. First day of school about to start, and there's just not enough time to properly tell these two off. So you resist the urge. Let's go, Miriam. Wait, did this have voice acting? You see a goofy-looking kid pushing hard against the window directly next to it. This poor kid. Oopsie. I think it's broken. You reach forward and easily pull the door open. That should do the trick. I love you. I'm done. I'm not doing voices now. I think you mean thank you. My name is Pop. I was named after my Pop. He's old. Awesome. Could someone like this be a student at the school? He must be one heck of a chef. Also, his name tag clearly says Bob, but I guess he's reading it upside down. Okay, that's kind of funny. Hi, Pop. I'm Desperado. So, are you going to make me hold the door all day? No. And with that, the young man walks to the building ahead of you. Is it just me, or is he kind of cute? I think it's just you, Miriam. You both shrug your shoulders before following him into the building. Stand at the edge of the room, unsure of where to sit. Other students wander in and keep themselves busy chit-chatting. Scruffy-looking Pooch takes his place at the podium at the front of class. Oh, God. The dog is going to teach us how to cook, and it's a 3-day crash course. What's this button up here? Oh, that's the menu. Okay. Okay. It's a literal podium. But not a podium you do a speech from. It's an actual podium. A column kind of thing. Now, quiet down, everyone. Who is this unreasonably cute pup and why is he in our culinary class? I like her. She's my favorite character so far. And we haven't even met the Colonel. You must be Sprinkles, head instructor and CEO of UCSAL. Please call me Professor Dog. I may be cute and little and fluffy, but I still demand respect. Woof. Let me get a screenshot of that. That's one heck of a scene. A cute dog is our professor? This is the best school ever. I guess only a dog's nose is capable of picking up on all the nuances of fine dining. Out of nowhere, the wind begins to rustle around you, and a swirl of cherry blossoms fill the air inside of the classroom. It's chilly. Someone close the window. And then, the man of the hour, everybody. That is our Valentine, our target. The Colonel himself. I've lost my mouse. Immediately swept up in the aura of this new student and his remarkable goatee. Who knew anyone could be so handsome? Time stands still. I'm gonna screenshot that too. Look on Miriam's face. It's him. It's... If it isn't my favorite student, Harland. Colonel Sanders interrupts Sprinkles. Sorry, Professor Dog, before he can finish his sentence. Please call me Colonel. Colonel Sanders. Or Sanders. Colonel Sanders. I'm a colonel. Honorary title. I was never actually a colonel. Colonel Sanders was not a colonel. He did serve in the military. I don't think he was an officer. I think he was enlisted. The rank of colonel was an honorary rank given to him by Kentucky, I believe. Hushed murmur rolls through the classroom as Colonel Sanders walks down the aisle of desks. Suddenly, the room is sweltering. Sweat begins to bead across your brow. Brow. I'm a boat now. You feel like everyone is looking at you, and you're not entirely wrong. And this over here must be the sweaty sweat-a-lot. Maybe we should open that window back up before Faucet Pits melts into a puddle and evaporates entirely. Hold on just a second. Nobody talks to my friend like that. Get him, Miriam. I'll stand behind you courageously. You two both know my name, and we're in the same kindergarten class. And what is with all you really weird insults? Besides, when Desperado sweats, it's not gross, it's beautiful. Look at that shit. Okay. Hold on a second. Can we go back? Is this one of those where we can actually... I don't think we can. Take a moment to clean myself up. Okay, I'm gonna say it now. Ashley, whatever the hell her name is no longer best girl. She's no longer waifu. Miriam is. Professor Dog steps in to settle down the class and set some ground rules. Welcome to University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, the greatest culinary academy in the world. Where'd the spatula go? The birthplace of culinary legends past, present, and future. Yeah, I'm sure every culinary school says that. Many challenges await you. There will be tears, there will be blood. My kind of party. There might even be really adorable tiny food. Finger food. Pup size. And when all is said and done, there will be a battle. You will lift your sporks and compete in the broom cooking arena. Okay. Another student enters the classroom, interrupts the professor's rousing speech. Who the hell is this guy? Generic face over here. Everyone had a good summer. I really miss... Quiet! Late to class is bad enough, but interrupting my monologue? You're on the fast track out of here, young man. Are you sure you're even in the right place? Don't you recognize me? This is my third year in this school. Didn't they say this is a 3-day thing? Everyone stares at him blankly. No one remembered me. You're expelled if you utter one more word before I finish. Let that be a lesson to you students that tardiness is unacceptable. Even Clark made it here on time, rolling halfway across town on his tiny wheels. You turn to see the student Sparkles is referring, who appears to be some sort of industrial kitchen appliance. This is game of the year. 100%. Class burst into laughter. Is Clark romanceable? That's a pressure fryer. That is an actual pressure fryer. That's how they cook their chicken at KFC. It's a deep fryer with a pressure lid, so it's kind of like a cross between a deep fryer and a pressure cooker. Clank, you rascal. Oh, it's Clank. I said Clark. Oh well. Sprinkles walks in the classroom as everyone stands in silent obedience. When he gets to you, he lifts his nose in the air and takes a deep sniff. Your diet is lacking. Based on what I'm picking up here, you definitely need a multivitamin. You should be taking better care of yourself. Make me. You've never had a talking dog as a teacher before, but Sprinkles' reputation for being smart but tough is well known. Try to butter him up by giving him a treat from your pocket, but what kind? We have beef, chicken, or rubber ball. Well, I mean, it's KFC. Let's go with chicken. Let's be generic as all hell. Return with a chicken snack in your hand. Sprinkle's eyes go wide as he locks onto it. His favorite. Why did I know? I just knew. I'm just that cool. I think there might be some competition for new star student. The furry professor immediately devours the snack, leaving your hands slick with a coating of warm doggy drool. Awesome. Hi, other students eyeing you jealously, but pay no mind to them. If they wanted to succeed in life, they should have learned the importance of carrying a range of dog treat flavors on them at all times. Advice for life. Settle down, young chefs. Take your seats. Prepare to keep your minds open on the amazing possibilities of culinary creation. As everyone rushes to claim their favorite seats, you're left standing at the front of the room. Only 2 options remain. Still a seat here. Seems no one has claimed this seat next to me. If you're interested. 2 good options, but look, we're at a crossroads. My heart says sit next to Miriam, because all this bozo has done is walked in and looked sexy. Miriam is so far best girl. Genuinely would sit next to her, which is why I'm going to do that. Seat by Miriam. Support me through class. I will be there for you, Miriam. Friends forever. BFFs. Of course, you're my best friend. Who else would I sit by? He's such a... Colonel Sanders, he has such a magnetic personality, and there's a seat open right next to him. If you had sat there, you might have gotten to know him a little better. Oh, we're going to end the game now? Because I'd never sacrifice our friendship. Besides, I'm sure I'll get a chance to talk to him later in the semester. I've got 3 whole days. It's like a lifetime. Yeah. So you say, but now that Miriam mentions it, that Colonel Sanders is just so darn dreamy. As soon as you've settled into your seat, the professor makes an announcement. Pop quiz. What kind of asshole starts the semester with a pop quiz? Yes, it's a quiz about you, Pop. 100% a quiz about you. We're all gonna fail. Even you. You're gonna fail. Important and surprisingly short quiz. Tell me if you're ready for life at culinary school. It's 3 days. Keep your knives sharp and your focus sharper. Question 1. If train A... Oh, fuck. I was never good at these. Train A, traveling to point B, and train B is traveling to point A, How important is it to wash your hands before cooking? Extremely. Looking at you, Pop. Doesn't matter at all. Nah, depends. This question took a different turn. I wasn't quite expecting it to go that route. I don't want to be mean. It is important, though. I probably should definitely wash my hands, given I got doggy slob all over it. That's right. Forest is to tree as chicken is to night vision goggles. That's wrong. What's the most efficient eating utensil ever created? Spork, meat tenderizer, a comically oversized fork. The spork. It's a spoon and a fork. Now, I have seen some where the handle actually has a knife built into it. What food is best for a broken heart? Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. A pancake that looks like a silly face. Camel meat. Or my personal favorite, a good strong bottle of vodka. Anything as long as it's prepared with love and not too much salt. Sure, let's go with that. That's right. Is Sprinkles a good boy? He's a talking dog that teaches at culinary school. He is the best boy. The bestest. The bestest of boys. Your total score is 4 out of 5, and I threw the second question, so 5 out of 5. Not too shabby. You might just do all right. You look to see that Colonel Sanders has been watching you tally your score. He nods with approval. May I have your attention, students? I have an important announcement to make. Time for lunch. Yeah, it is time for lunch according to that clock. Cafeteria is as nice as any restaurant you've ever eaten at. Makes sense that the school dedicated to cooking would also be serious about eating. Delicious fragrance wafts through the room and tickles the end of your nose. Your mouth waters. Must be our lunch. It smells crazy good. It's this generic face. Howdy, folks. I'd like to make an announcement. Shut up, generic face. The Colonel is talking. It's about lunch. Everyone cheers. But shh. Lunch, lunch, lunch. She said shh. In honor of the new semester, I have prepared something special to share with everyone for lunch. Uh-huh. That must be the smell I smelled. Indeed. He does look good. Like, they freaking went all out on the artwork for him, didn't they? Hold your breath, waiting to see what food this mysterious student has created. You've heard that he's very talented, but were the rumors true? Is it fried chicken with 11 herbs and spices? Actually 12. Cooked in a pressure fryer? Is this a large bucket above his head, the contents glimmering light? It's a bucket meal. Huge pieces of chicken, breaded and fried to a crispy golden finish. Aroma envelops you as you begin to feel warm and safe. Fried chicken is really good. It does that to you. Has filled a bucket with chicken. What a novel concept. I mean, I guess. I've been to restaurants where they bring you buckets filled with ice and beer. So I guess it's not that novel. At least at those restaurants, they're literal metal buckets. Stomach begins to grumble as if to say, stop thinking and start eating. For years, I have been developing a secret recipe for the perfect fried chicken. Look, Colonel, your chicken's good, man. The original recipe is great. It ain't the perfect fried chicken. I'm sorry. By my calculation, nothing less than 11 herbs and spices are required to achieve perfect balance of flavors. I wonder if I can remember this. Okay. Salt, pepper, black pepper. It's salt, black pepper, white pepper, dried rosemary, dried thyme, dried sage, ginger powder, garlic powder, celery seed, I'm wanting to say celery salt as well. What is the 11th one? Chili powder, probably. Yeah, I think it's chili powder. We'll go with chili powder. That's the 11 herbs and spices in KFC. I'm 99% certain. It's the most generic fried chicken recipe ever. The 12th one, for those of you who didn't know, there is a 12th ingredient used in KFC that they don't tell you about because it's got a negative connotation. It's kind of meh, even though it's totally safe to use, totally safe, very delicious ingredient. You eat it all the time, depending on what you're eating. It's MSG. The 12th herb slash spice is MSG. And I'm pretty sure they use a decent amount of it. And there's nothing wrong with that. I like MSG. I have a bottle of it. I use it all the time. Look around and notice that every other student has pen and paper and is scribbling notes as fast as they can. But that's all I'll say about that. I just went through the recipe. Yeah, this bitch right here, she's no longer best girl. Miriam's best girl. This guy, he might be second best boy, though. Just drafting a last will and testament in case one of those ingredients is poison. Looks around nervously to see if anyone else is laughing at his sick burn. You wait to see what a zinger, Ashley, I want to say her name Ashley all the time, has prepared to follow up, but she suddenly takes a different approach. Yeah, and I was just like writing in my diary. Dear diary, today I smelled something beautiful. I knew at that moment only the hands of a true gentleman could fry chicken so tender. Schmoozin'. Brown nose. Her body language changed from bitter and evil to sweet and innocent as she slides closer to Colonel Sanders. Back the fuck up from my man. She realizes that he is destined for greatness and fame with cooking skills like that. He threw some chicken in a pressure fryer. She wants him to all to herself. Oh, please. Well, Van the man, if you don't want any, that's right. If you don't like it, you ain't gotta eat it. I'll take his. Hold on, I guess I'll try it. Takes one bite and his eyes grow wide. He starts controlling his face as he tries to hold his pure exhilaration and act unimpressed. Listen, original recipe KFC is good. If you know where to look, you can find it. Easy now, there was enough for everyone. Yeah, he did come in here with like a 10-piece bucket meal. And there ain't but like 6 characters in this game. So we're each gonna get at least 1 piece. I call the breast. Take one of the pieces of fried chicken out of the bucket and sink your teeth into it. It's amazing. Tasting Colonel Sanders' food transports you to another dimension. Along with your taste buds, gripping a drumstick in your hand, you float weightlessly. Focus your mind and meditate on this moment. Try to identify every flavor. Savor the moment and everything that tells you about Colonel Sanders' culinary heart. Swim towards the light. Let the food rest in your mouth and focus on it. Scrutinizing every flavor. Salt? Maybe, definitely. There's salt in every fucking thing. Pepper? Obvious. Oregano. Is oregano in it? Basil? I don't think oregano's in it. I'm not sure. Maybe, but there's something else. Something dark, surprisingly spicy. You dig deeper. It's probably chili powder. Maybe even cayenne. So you find it. Could it be blank? It's chili powder. I know what it is. He really did it. How bold and adventurous to use chili powder. I use chili powder in everything. Try to go even deeper into the sea of flavors, but this revelation alone is more than you can handle. Snap out of it and realize this information was meant to remain a secret, and yet, now you know. A mantle of responsibility now rests upon your shoulders. You realize that everyone in the room is consumed by lunch. No one noticed that you traveled through space and time in your mind. After tasting his food, you try to get some one-on-one time with Colonel Sanders. Approach the Colonel. He smiles ever so softly as you approach. He stops what he's doing and allows you to break the silence. I wondered if I could talk to you for a second, Colonel. Anything for a fellow chef. What exactly was on that chicken? He ain't gonna tell us. How bold to come out and ask. He's got a staff with a chicken on it. It's an idea I had for a new combination of flavors that will make me my fortune and establish my legacy for all time as I open a chain of highly successful fried chicken restaurants, all of which in the US will taste like terrible garbage and everywhere else in the world are apparently delicious. No big deal. It's just you and me here talking. I can keep a secret. In fact, I've got some of my own that I'm willing to trade. What's the rush? The semester is only getting started. We got 2 more whole days with each other. It's a hell of a crash course. He's clearly not going to give it up easily, but it doesn't hurt to be persistent. You know what they say about secrets, Colonel. Shouldn't learning be fun? You've got moxie, I'll give you that. Colonel Sanders looks both ways to make sure you're truly alone, and then leans in. You can feel his warm breath as he whispers, "Just one ingredient. But you can't tell. I use blank. It's something my great-grandmother taught me. I'm pretty sure it's chili powder." Wow, never have guessed that. In fact, you're not even sure where you get some of that. And blank definitely isn't the flavor you tasted before, so now you're 2 ingredients closer to knowing the full recipe. I mean, everything in the recipe I've tasted in plenty of other places. While you're wrapped up in that huge revelation, you notice that Colonel Sanders has disappeared while everyone else is still in the cafeteria. You decide to look for him. I'm gonna get a drink of water. Find Colonel Sanders outside, standing in the quad. Oh, it's you again. Howdy. Sometimes I like to come outside and look at the school buildings. Like how my story will continue on after I graduated. Sounds like you have big plans. I dare say the biggest. I'll leave my mark on this world. You can bet on that. Alone together for the first time, you figure now's the perfect moment to show your personality to him. I don't have one. I'd show it to him if I had one, and I don't have one. Neg him to show your own strength. Wow him with a big idea to add an additional ingredient to the really spicy. No. Be modest but thoughtful. Okay, I'll say this. The original KFC recipe is good. The 11 herbs and spices current recipe is also good. If you add anything to it, though, you're gonna muck it up because it is actually pretty well balanced. Be modest but thoughtful. Neg him to show your own strength. Let's be modest. Well, I just wanted to tell you that I really enjoy your food. Now you've got his attention. The flavors were complex but comforting. The interplay between salty, savory, and peppery, it was all perfect. I appreciate the compliment, Nesperoto. I'm sure you'll be a big success. I know I only met today, but I'm starting to get some feeling about you. We should head back inside. The lesson starts soon. I mean, I'm done with voices. I'm not even gonna try. I dare say. You step into a massive cooking arena where the afternoon lessons will take place. Each student gets an oven and all the tools and ingredients they could need. It's Iron Chef now. Look at this place. It's magnificent. Finally, we get to show our stuff. Oh no, we have to show our stuff. What if I totally blow it? I'm not going to blow anything except maybe kisses to the crowd of fans you're going to earn with your signature adorable tiny food creations. I like Miriam. She's probably going to wow the professor with that. For today's lesson, we'll be cooking with partners. Hurry up and pair off. Unable to control yourself, you pounce on Colonel Sam. Oh, the betrayal! She wants to partner up with us, and we go for the Colonel. I mean, it's kind of sad, really. I like her. Aww! She's crying. We made Best Girl cry. Would you like to tackle this lesson as a team? A team of two? That is, me and you, if that wasn't clear. Want to be my partner? Aww. Why, sure, Desperado. I'll prepare our station. Without you as a partner, Miriam is left standing all alone. Two different students quickly take notice. Oh no. Beep boop bzz. Miriam, I'm gonna say go with the pressure fryer. Two potential partners. I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I don't know who to choose. Looks like you'll have to pick for her. Friend duties can be a little awkward, but that's the price you pay for not being alone forever. Who do we want to pick for Miriam's partner? Pop or Clank? Okay. Pop! Okay, this game clearly is not taking itself seriously. So I'm wanting to say Pop would probably be like a master chef or something, given the logic this game world is going with. However, I kind of want her paired up with a frickin' pressure fryer. I think that would be hilarious. So go with the pressure fryer. Partnering with Clank? It's okay, I already ate. It's not entirely clear if Pop has any idea what the point of school even is at this juncture. Clank is already excited to have some attention. He heats up and begins to roll back and forth. Aw. Warp, warp, warp. Hold on there, fella. We don't even know the assignment yet. Technically, Clank might not have a face, but there's something charming and earnest about him. He's a pressure fryer. Of course there is. Bzz. Tissue? I hardly know you. Ha 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 ha. Clank judders and a panel shakes loose. You get the impression that this is a sign of affection. Looks like you two will be fine. I was right. I was right to choose the pressure fryer. Now it's time to focus on your own cooking classwork with the Colonel himself. Alright, you two, for today's lesson, we're going to keep it simple. Pick a basic dish and divide up the steps. No chef is an island. It takes 2 flints to make a fire. You get the idea. Which dish do you suggest to your partner? Steak tartare seems easy enough. It's fancy and you don't even need to cook it. Using octopus will blow Colonel Sanders' mind. Your grandmother's mashed potatoes and I mean, hey, that goes good. Colonel, you cook up the chicken and we'll take the crackle from that to make the gravy. Colonel cooks the chicken, we take the crackle, we make the gravy, goes with the grandma's mashed potatoes. Perfect. We gotta go with the mashed potatoes. Like, both of these seem over the top. Like, I think focusing on the simple, at least this juncture, would be better. So, mashed taters and gravy. Always been something of a down-home chef. I was thinking we could make something warm, inviting, comforting. Maybe mashed potatoes. And gravy. I couldn't imagine one without the other. Amen. Like, I've had mashed potatoes without gravy, and it's always sad. It's a sad affair. Mashed taters need the gravy. Oh, unless it's like filled to the brim with butter. If it's like really, really thin mashed potatoes, then you kind of have to avoid the gravy just to avoid a mess. Cast a coy look at you, causing your whole face to go beet red. Embarrassed, you quickly turn away. I'll go get the potatoes. Okay. See how I like to make mashed potatoes? Some red potatoes. Don't peel them, or peel them a little bit, but I like to leave some of the skin there. And a russet, all right? Want a russet in there with the red. Peel the russet, obviously, because Russet potato skins are great if they're fried or roasted, but if they're boiled, they taste like wet cardboard. That's how I like to do mashed potatoes, with 2 types of potatoes. No, please, let me. Picking perfect produce is a passion of mine. Looks like things are getting pretty fresh around here. Does someone have a crush on Colonel Sanders? And what if I do? You got a problem with that? You jealous? Mind your own business. Sanders' heart is my business. Oh, keep your fingers off my man. Come say that in my face. Did someone call for me? Nah, man, we didn't. Man, Van, no one called you. While I'm over here crushing Desperado's dreams, no more than life already did. You're too late. You're supposed to be taking care of our classwork. That was the deal, remember? You cannot crush my dreams if life already did. Colonel Sanders returns, arms full of peeled potatoes, and tossing them into boiling water, and turns his attention to you and your old friends. Ashlea Van are working on a quartet instead of a duet now. Actually, no. Looked like Desperado was struggling, so we offered to give them a hand. You know how it is. These young amateur chefs need a lot of mentoring. Cannot read. Colonel Sanders, maybe I could also teach you a thing or two about fancy food. Maybe one day you might be able to get up on my level. Dude, that is the Colonel you're talking to. Don't be rude. Seriously, that is the Colonel, man. Colonel Sanders' ability to concoct creations worthy of admiration. After all, your fried chicken was quite spectacular. But Colonel, if you ask me, I might make a better partner for you than this thing that has positioned itself at your station. What a bitch. Don't you feel deep down think we cast complementary shadows? We fit together like a thigh and a drumstick. It just makes sense. How about peas and carrots? They go together. Nothing about this makes any sense, but one thing is clear. She's coming for Colonel if you don't watch out. Really going at you hard. You need to ask for some backup here before things get ugly. Turn to Colonel Sanders, hunk of hunks in your time of need. Turn to Miriam, your forever bestie, who always has your back. Faith and BFF. As soon as you find her, she senses it and looks back. This girl's friend in need radar is second to none. She immediately comes running over. Hell yeah, Miriam. Kick some ass. Is somebody threatening my friend? I'll destroy them. I love her. She's awesome. Ashley and Van were just leaving. Leaving you in the dust. Specific skills. Blah, 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 blah. Miriam, you're a loyal friend, but Desperado is my partner for today's activity. You look for Sprinkles in hopes that he might step in, but he's nowhere to be found. Darn those cute corgis and their short but sturdy stature. You look down at your station and realize that in the tension of the moment, your hands have been cooking on autopilot. Distracted by the drama, you already crushed the boiled potatoes into perfectly creamy mashed texture with plenty of butter and cream for flavor. I've never put cream in mashed potatoes. I've put milk, but not cream. I'd have to try that. It's as if your natural passion guided you through the steps and you know so well while your attention was elsewhere. I know just what to do. Extends a hand. He's holding a beautiful white porcelain gravy boat, out of which pours a smooth brown gravy, smothering your nearly finished potato dish. Mwah! Perfection. Gravy flows down the mound of mashed potatoes. The results look spectacular. Granny would be very proud. I promise you, it might look that way in the ads and on the menu, but when it comes out of the kitchen, it's never going to look like that. Colonel Sanders holds a spork out to you. You reach out and grab hold of it, but he doesn't immediately let go. Ooh, having one of those moments. The two of you stand holding the same spork, and for that small moment, all of the madness and pressure in this crazy world stops. Your eyes lock. The moment is electric. Time stands still. If you love something, set it free. Together you dig the utensil into the mashed potatoes and lift a helping sporkful up. When you see Ashley with sinister look, you know she's plotting against you to be with Colonel Sanders. That is one hell of a sinister look, too. Look at the sinisterness. Look at it. She's planning something. That's the eyes of someone who's planning. She has it's not a flesh fang, but she has a fang. Then, filled with rage and without thinking, you're filling the sporkful of mashed potatoes right into Ashley's stupid, beautiful face. Filling? I said filling, it's fling. That is so rude. Both to her, but to Colonel. Like, well, I mean, they're your mashed potatoes, but they're his gravy, and, like, that's perfectly good mashed potatoes. Do something. Taste the dripping mashed potatoes and gravy and realize that it's delicious. Horrified by this revelation, he slinks away. Will he ever be able to cook something with so much love and integrity? One day. Get away from her. We do not waste food in the broom cooking arena. Colonel Sanders, I expect better from you. If you throw one more spoonful, you both better be prepared to eat it from wherever it lands. Can I has potato face? Rushes over a covered dish in his hand. Mashed potatoes. Why is it on an axe? Just a few minutes, I prepared a full meal. Gaze upon my specialty, braised tentacle of octopus in my silky seawater sauce, plated on a battle axe, blade forged by my supreme chef ancestors. What chefs are wielding battle axes? You've ignored me for too long, and this ends now. I, who have the first bite, and you will look on with envy. Rushes at Van and swipes a bite of his signature dish right off the axe. No, don't! Something about this dish doesn't strike my nose quite right. I think the octopus was rushed. You may have turned in the process. And may have turned in the process. The results could be toxic. Too late, it has been eaten. I think I left something in the oven. I don't feel so good. It killed him. Holy hell, it did kill him. He straight up fucking died right there. Turned into a ghost and everything. He passed and was buried and came back. Don't take another bite. The rest of it's gone. You notice the tip of the tentacle slurp into pop. Oh, you have killed a child. Winces in pain just a moment and then almost immediately back to his obvious self. Oopsie. Tastes like poison. The entire class is gathered to watch Pop's final moments. Shock has frozen the whole crowd. They are motionless as statues. Snapping everyone back to reality. It would appear that Pop's enthusiasm for trying new things, despite obvious danger, has inoculated him against poisons of all kinds. Useful? I'm not sure the professors here make enough money. Ghost of student. Hello? I just turned into a ghost over here. Yeah, no one noticed you to begin with. We ain't gonna notice you now. By a really annoying student and his non-Colonel Sanders approaches you. Sorry you had to go through that. Please let me walk you home. Oh, please do. What? Like for real? Oh, come on. This dude's my spirit animal. Or spirit. Just spirit, really. Follow Colonel Sanders out of the room. At night, the school building has taken on another vibe entirely. It's dark and more than a little spooky. Colonel Sanders stands in the quad's neon glow and speaks softly. Those mashed potatoes you made in class today, I dare say. Before you go on, I want you to know they're not a great representation of my skills. I didn't even realize I was making them. They were amazing, I say, I do declare. Tasting them reminded me of why I became so passionate about food to begin with. Colonel Sanders is getting choked up. Cooking is obviously important to him. In a way, you find that inspiring. Now might be the perfect time to tell him you're developing feelings for him. Look, Colonel, this is this thing. Colonel Sanders? Yes, Desperado. There's something I need to tell you. Wow! Fucking cockblock. There's something I need to tell you first. Oh, jeez. You see, when I was just a boy, I had a dream that one day I would be the greatest chef the world has ever seen. And every day since, I have been working towards that dream, day and night, never stopping, never resting. Also, lifting a lot of weights. Like, so many weights. Yeah. This dude didn't miss any day at the gym. Just follow our dreams with all our hearts, that our souls may grant them like wishes floating on a shooting star. How poetic. Hey, no, you. Shut up. I'm the one here to say inspirational stuff and be the star of the story. Dude, no, you're not. This dude's name is literally in the freaking title. Are we forgetting that your cooking literally killed a guy? You can't prove that. Actually, we probably could. Like, I'm pretty sure a toxicology report would. I also saw that you killed that guy. What was his name? Somewhere in the distance, you hear a long, sad sigh. I love it. I love it. Forget him. We're talking about me. Me. I'm the hero. The sport monster is here to fight a hero. Oh my god, is it suddenly a freaking... Oh my god. I did not see this coming. We are hitting all the tropes, but this is funny. I think I left the fridge door open. Later, nerds. How dare you threaten me just as I was letting down my guard and connecting with another chef on an emotional level. Be afraid, be very afraid of me, because I'm a monster, see? Is he rhyming on purpose, or is that just a coincidence? Before you can discuss syntax any further, it's a turn-based fight sequence. What will you do? I mean, attack, I guess. What attack will he use? Cook with love. Does 1 damage. We're fucked. It just got real. The attack really upsets Sport Monster. He goes on the attack. Spits hot gravy. I took 1 damage. I don't know how much HP I have. It worked last time. Cook with love. Won't forget this. Threatened by your attack. Focus their mashed mind and draws energy from Mother Earth itself. Is he gonna hit us with a spirit bomb? Defend. Let's defend. Which defense will we use? Trepidation. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna use it. You hold your head between your hands, muttering, "This is not happening, this is not happening." Puffed up and ready to crumble. They go on the attack once again. Utilitensel. 2 damage. If you take much more damage, you're not going to survive the battle. Okay, full offense. Wail on him. Cook with love. Does 1 damage. Cheese sauce onto the lawn of the quad. I wonder who is going to have to clean that up. Feeling vulnerable, Sport Monster prepares his ultimate attack, Rounded Edge. Vile Villain, your reign of terror stops here. Colonel Sanders summons the energy of 1,000 chickens. That would be intimidating. Hot High Power Pinch. Say that 5 times fast. Hot High Power Pinch does 10 damage. Sport Monster is defeated. You saved me. An injured Sport Monster spews steam into the night. Forget mercy, finish him. Spare this wretched beast. Let's finish him off. No student will ever walk the quad in fear again. Attack. Ready your final attack. You'll never survive my student debt loan destruction. I love it. Student loan debt destruction does 10 damage. Completely vaporized. Colonel Sanders looks on in awe. You continue to surprise me. You defeated the monster behind us. The special... Oh, he left a special item. It appears at first to be a cookbook, but upon closer inspection, it's so much more. A book of magic spells with a golden chicken on the cover. You find a library card tucked inside. Last name to have signed it is Borko. That name sounds strangely familiar. In quiet night, holding the mysterious book in your hands. If you ever come down, as you come down from your battle buzz, you realize that your final attack has left you completely depleted. The world around you begins to fade away. Without any energy to keep your eyes open, darkness overtakes you. Image of Colonel Sanders. It flashes before you fall asleep. Must have helped you get home. In your tired state, you don't know if you could have made it without him. What a guy. You want to thank him, but you don't have the strength to utter a single word. You feel your covers being pulled up over you as you're tucked in tightly. Aw. Good night, my Colonel. In your dreams, you're together with Colonel Sanders. For some reason, Sprinkles is also there, instructing your love. Dreams are weird. Boy, howdy. I had a dream I was driving a car once. That wasn't the odd part, but at some point it turned into a bus. The ghost riding the chicken. Wake on day 2 and attempt to process the wild visions you had. Were they memories or premonitions? You lie in bed and stare at the ceiling, thinking about the secret you discovered while tasting Colonel Sanders' cooking yesterday. You can't believe he really used chili powder. And then there was that secret ingredient that Colonel Sanders went ahead and told you outright. Not much of a secret, huh? MSG. It's probably just because he already trusts you so much. We'll go with that. Meet up with your bestie in front of the school. Before you can tell her about the encounter with the sport monster, she launches into a story of her own. I think I might be, I think I might like Clank. Awesome. Like him? Like him? I know it sounds like it's moving too fast, but there's something about him. I like him. Well, good for you, Miriam. Go date the pressure fryer. Why not? Take some of the pressure off of him. We got to talking after class, and he's actually a totally sweet guy. Not only that, but he's really smart. He told me all kinds of stories about Colonel Sanders. I mean, he would know. Colonel Sanders was the most popular kid in high school. No, but that does make complete sense. Yeah, but he was so popular that he was voted prom king at the school he didn't even go to, and was also convertibly that the convertible that he himself rode in at the front of the homecoming parade. I think maybe there's something got lost in the pressure cooker language translation there. Either way, maybe he's the best to take it slow with this new boy like I am with Colonel Sanders. You and Colonel Sanders, the coolest guy at school, the most famous student to ever attend the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning. You're a thing now. Definitely connected yesterday. Sure you did. Great. Why wouldn't he be into you? Laughing at the implications that you and Colonel Sanders might be a thing is definitely not cool. You are great. You have an idea about how to prove that your love is real? Why did he tell me his secret ingredient? You don't tell her that you know a second ingredient too, which you discovered on your own. Your bestie's eyes light up. Like that pose that she does. Secret ingredient? Secret ingredient is there's a dramatic echo in here. EM checks to make sure you're alone before continuing. This summer, while I was on vacation with my family, a lovely man approached me in a botanical garden where I was wandering. This can't be good. He told me all about his passion for spices, secret spices. The man even gave me some to show me what he meant. Oh, that was drugs, honey. He said it was a powder created from super duper rare dried flower petals. Saffron? That if I did him a big favor, I could have some of my own. Don't tell me. So I filled my suitcase with them and brought them home. He was so nice. He even met me at the gate when I arrived. Later, when I cooked with them, a very strange feeling came over me. The flavor was unlike anything I ever tasted. I think you're being very liberal with the meaning of spices here. Yeah, this sounds like drugs. Anyhow, we both share an interest in cooking, so we've stayed in touch, you know, like pen pals. I bet he would love to know more about the new spices. I'm definitely not supposed to share Colonel Secret's recipe, and besides, I only know the one, so I doubt it'd be much use to anyone. Cough. Feber. Cough. It would mean the world to me. No one has to know it came from you or from Colonel Sanders. Tell her the ingredient. No, just don't tell her. We can't frickin' betray his trust like that. Should you protect Colonel's secret? I think he would appreciate it if we protect his secret, but I don't want to lie to my bestie. So the out here would be say we can't share the secret. But the game's going to force us to pick an option, both of which are bad. I'm going to make it up. I don't want to. We got to date Colonel Sanders. So bestie will understand. Eye of Newt. Eye of Newt. This girl's gonna go on to kill someone with that. Her eyes light up imagining such a thing, and you figured that you satisfy her curiosity and she'll move on. Thumb typing on her phone that you can't quite see. That's probably not good. Definitely not texting secrets to other people. You're interrupted. Wind rushes in, cherry blossom petals fill the air. It's Colonel Sanders arriving on a stallion. Stand back and admire his majestic glory. He's riding to school on a stallion. Colonel Sanders' horse is truly a thing of beauty. However, knowing he's being watched, he does a short horse dance before dismounting with a flourish. He then slaps the beautiful creature gently on its rear, sending it running free into the countryside. Was he riding bareback just then? You are so struck by the sight of him that you lose the ability to speak coherently. Didn't realize anyone was watching. Don't worry. He knows his way home. Attempt to compliment Colonel Sanders, but the words don't come out exactly right. Horseful beaut you have. I mean, what a horseful beaut you have. Dang it, that's what I just said. Miriam attempts to cover. Miriam is just the best friend ever. Just gets really nervous around people they like. I mean, she ain't wrong. I mean, they got food poisoning and were up all night. It was gruesome. He tucked us into bed. He knows that's not gonna... Situation handled. Can't blame a girl for trying. Leaving you and Miriam to follow. Wow. Bestie kind of just shot the wingman in the back there. The wingman just shot the flight lead. Holy hell. When you enter the classroom, you can see your two rivals, Ashley and Van Van, are doing something bad. By the way they're hiding, you know it must be really bad. Like counterfeiting recipes, experimenting with restricted ingredients bad, summoning a demon bad. Peek over Van Van's hulking shoulder. He sees you coming. Not sure you're ready to handle this. Tell them to stop acting immature. Act like you're not interested in them. Why don't you make like a being mind your own wax? Act like you're not interested in them, but really try and get a closer look. And tell them to stop. Dress the rivals down for being immature. Now you upset them. Emperor of cooking, are you? You make the rules? Fuck, yeah, I do. Not sure if you know a good meal if it ate you. I mean, it tried to. Being the best chef in the world takes more than just culinary skills. It takes creativity. It takes panache. I had to freaking think about how that word's pronounced. And it doesn't hurt to use a little evil. I don't like her. Like, she's evil, but I still kind of like her. Finally get it, look at what they're hiding, and you instantly recognize it. It's a book, just like the one you found after your encounter with Sport Monster. That's the same book I found last night in the quad. Hides the book behind his back. Don't know what you're talking about. That book is a family heirloom and its contents are secret. You notice that they haven't just been studying the book. They got Pop pinned to the wall and they're tossing potato skins at him as he tries to catch them in his mouth. That's just mean. We're playing. Before we can dig any further, you're interrupted by the arrival of more students. It's almost time for class. Hey, Clank. In such a hurry that he rolls right over Van Van's meaty foot. Bucket of bolts. Watch how you taught to him he didn't do anything. Seriously, dude, that's a pressure fryer. Don't kill us. Who do you think you're talking to? Never heard such language, not even a stand mixer. Not even from a stand mixer. No, your mother was a stand mixer. It's gotta be a harsh one. To attack Clank, but Clank shocks Van Van, sending him flying across the room. Protect me, Colonel Sanders. These crazed men are about to come to blows. I think it must be over me, but I'm not interested in either of them. And he ain't interested in you, bitch. Those eyes. Like, that is just the most evil. Completely changed in an instant, she bats her eyelashes at Colonel Sanders. Surely he must know this is a ruse. Gentlemen, get a hold of yourselves. Save it for the arena at least. Or don't. Honestly, what do I care? I've got a lofty career aspirations to focus on. May help you with those business plans. True start of class. He's panting, which doesn't seem to be abnormal. He's a professor, but he's also a dog. Take your seats. Apologize for my late arrival. I spent the morning chasing a car all around town. And my tiny legs are very, very tired. I'm here now. Hope you're ready to learn. Rub his furry dog belly. He loves it. After he catches his breath, Sprinkle regains control. We'll review the global history of my favorite fowl, the chicken. I want to pay attention to lessons for you to do, which is why in 1776, the signing of the Declaration of Independence, it was a chicken who first signed their name. What? Can't help but daydream. You miss the most important parts. When you come to, Sprinkles is holding a tray of food in front of you. Well, me. Naturally, this appears to you to be a sample platter. Which item do you want a sample? Well, I'm not a dog. I don't really want water. Let's go for the pepper. Brightly colored pepper stands out from the other items. It sparkles in the most eye-catching way. So naturally, you reach out, grab it, and eat it right away. However, your body is not prepared for the heat. Really? What kind of pepper was that? A ghost pepper? An intense spice hallucination. It feels like forever as you trip through the universe. My friend. Ooh. This guy again. I'm here to give you an important message. Ooh. You must avenge my death and fulfill your destiny. Ooh. All you must do is... I was trying to say, to fulfill your destiny, all you must do is... Cough, cough. Sorry. I think I still got some spice stuck in my throat. It's fine. It'll work, though. I'll work, though. To fulfill the prophecy, you must... You feel yourself begin to regain consciousness. Oh, I got B plot now. Find everyone staring at you. That pepper was the last of its kind on Earth, and now it's gone forever. Oh, we fucked up. You think to yourself, geez, I should pay better attention. We all make mistakes. I'm sure he'll forgive you someday. Come on, it's time for lunch. Where anyone can relax, the cafeteria lights dim, and your rivals make a dramatic announcement. Today's lunch will be prepared via time competitive cook-off. The level of theatrics with these two is off the charts. I kind of want to freaking, yeah, stand up and tell them you're on. Put them in their place, like we did yesterday. Beat your ass once, we'll beat your ass again. Bit of lunchtime competition. Count me in. I'll have to wipe the tables with your... Wait. If I have to wipe the tables with you fools before I set my lunch down on it, then so be it. I'll be watching your performance. Oh, the eyes are on us. When you settle down, this is a lunchroom, not a sportsing court. At least not until we turn on the timer. Huge light blast in your face. Timer ready. That's what I'm talking about. I stand corrected. The hard way builds solid foundation of confidence that cannot be swept away. And that's an original quote by me, in case anyone was wondering. I hope its message lifts you to victory. Like a diamond, I was formed under pressure, and now is my chance to shine. I will defeat you myself. You had his chicken, and you made mashed potatoes and gravy on day one, and you're feeling like you can really impress him again here. It's time to boil some water for the potatoes. Think fast. If the timer runs down, you'll be forced to pick randomly. This boils 100 seconds after you turn the heat on. 100C. Got into the school without knowing that. I'm gonna get to rub my belly. Let that enticing off to motivate you. I'm gonna need to season this chicken before you cook it. You don't know Colonel Sanders' recipe exactly, but you have an idea. How many herbs and spices? 11. That's right. You might not know all the ingredients yet, but at least you're heading in the right direction. And some basic steps going. Time to elevate your craft. What state of mind offers the most flavor? Gratitude. Classmates are rooting for you, but Ashley is simply stronger and faster than you. You better pick up the pace if you want to survive. When you were a child, your father told you to never forget where you came from. Every day, you meditate on his advice and draw energy from that place. It'll be a great time. So where'd you come from? Small town, big dreams were born. That's right. Gotta read fast. Aroo. Noise of the arena. Focus on your cooking. What's the sound of success? Sizzling? That's wrong. Fuck, it was silence, wasn't it? Don't make me get the spray bottle. Next question. Those Colonel Sanders is out of the corner of your eye. I believe in you. Thank you. I needed that. He's actually cheering you on, which would be awesome except knowing he's watching you makes you totally forget what you were doing. Now all you can do is think of him on that horse. Two spoonfuls of gravy will take the mix. Frack! That was fast. Desert Island with only one desert cookbook. Which do you take? What a hunk. I know, right? You know what? Shouldn't you be focused on the challenge? You're falling behind. That. I don't even know what it was. I didn't read it. I just picked it. What does that have to do with crafting spectacular fried chicken with delicate baked biscuits? Woof woof. You're really struggling to keep up. Next station over, Alicia's already begun plating elements of her dish. It's colorful and complex. To make up time, you toss your biscuit dough into a stand mixer. As you do, the crowd gasps. Yikes. What did we just do? Now you love nothing more than seeing a fellow appliance utilized in a kitchen battle, but sometimes that means sacrificing the personal touch. Just because we tossed it in a mixer? The fuck? What Desperado does, a good chef needs to be touching the dough to know when it's properly mixed. No, we don't. We got eyes. There's an easy way and a hard way. You don't get far by choosing the easy way. Everyone talking. Actually, you do get quite far by choosing the easy way. You immediately shove your hand into the mixer and rescue the dough before it's overmixed. And you just broke all your fingers. Immediately crushed by the quickly spinning beaters. There's no way out. You'll be able to use. There's no way you'll be able to use that hand for the rest of the match. Shakes his head in shame. What you often find is that the easy way can turn out much, much more difficult. This battle is over. Can't be. I was so close to finishing my dish. Look at your hand. You simply can't go on. Who am I with a complete dish ready to serve? Surely that makes me the winner by default. Wouldn't be fair to compare the two on account of Desperado's injury. You see Sprinkles begin to lick his doggy chops as he locks onto the dish. And I suppose I should at least tell you what you prepared. Blah blah. Skip straight to the dessert. White chocolate dome, you'll find a wide array of delights, taking you on a journey of flavor that tastes good and tells a story of excellence. Since you're injured, I'm afraid that pouring this creamy delicate hot chocolate sauce might be too difficult. Colonel Sanders pours the hot chocolate sauce on top of the dome, causing it to melt away, revealing the ingredients hidden within. Inside, you'll find a delicate fried cheese croquette atop a slice of honeycomb ice cream, 2 ways, tender nougat, and pearls of blueberry glee. Glee? How the fuck did she cook that? Colonel Sanders seems intrigued, but perhaps not impressed as he dips his finger in the chocolate. Simplicity isn't your strong suit. It really isn't. Like, she's going over the top with everything. Places his sauce-covered fingers to his lip as she leans over and whispers something into his ear. Dab of sauce sticks to his mustache. Let's not be the jealous type. I don't want to internalize the rage, though. Maybe he likes someone who's assertive? I don't know. I'm not good at this. This one. Oh, he didn't like that. Oops. I always fuck it up. This is why I'm single on Valentine's Day. Goatee isn't just a fashion statement, it's also functional. I was saving that flavor for later. Oh, damn, that was a game over? Damn, this game goes hard. Where's it going to bring me back to, though? Are we going back to this? We'll try again. $100. Oh shit! I accidentally clicked through that. Gratitude. Big dreams. Silence? Yes. Yeah, okay. I was able to glance at all three of those that time, and none of them were proper answers, so it doesn't matter what we picked there. Should focus on challenge. Walking on the beach. But yeah, same there. I was able to see enough to see that they weren't real answers. So this is a basically guaranteed to lose no matter what we pick. Yeah, that happens no matter what then. Okay, so this time we are not going to go for the goatee. We're just going to stand there and internalize. Internalize the rage. Flames cause your eyebrows to catch. Oh, wow. Turn to ash. They fall off of your face, which means people will have a hard time understanding your emotions for the rest of the semester, perhaps forever. Damn. Not to mention your crispy fried bell. You run off quad alone. Beautiful weather feels like an insult. Story Colonel Sanders, yada yada. Probably tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married. What happened that damn quick? He won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. He approaches you directly. Know you're hurting right now, and not just from the devastating loss, but you're running with a mixer and that small fire. You should get that checked out. Fine. I just have a freaking destroyed hand and no eyebrows, but I'm fine. Can you just leave me alone? I'm a loser, not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is part of life, not just for you, but for us all. You think I've never failed at anything before? I've failed spectacularly at many things. It's what I'm best at. It's exactly what I think. Well, then again, I wasn't always the man you see before you. Enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I was born that way. Moving on. Sure, I've walked other paths, arrived at dead ends. Passionate about life, but I failed at the blah blah blah. Passionate about justice, failed as a lawyer. About livestock, even failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. Didn't know. People see my delicate ribbon tie and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Oh, this guy could really use a hug. Why did my voice crack just then? I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving the best I had to give. Colonel Sanders changes focus, and you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. Create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world, make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Good sentiment, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. Oh my god, this guy again? Anyone else feeling a deja vu? I could have sworn we've already battled you last night. That was Borko, my twin, and I, Gorko, am here to avenge them. Are you stronger than Borko? Well, we're twins, so no, not really. We're pretty much exactly equal in every way. Why do you ask? We're already on the same page. It's just that we beat Borko pretty easily, so I don't think you have much of a chance. Not to mention, I feel really guilty about that. If I could take it back, I would. Can't we just be friends? Life's too short for making enemies. I suppose we really don't need to fight. It's just that I've gotten these pointy teeth and claws. I mean, I know two people you can go attack if it makes you feel better. All the better for enjoying tasty foods. Surely you like to eat, don't we all? Of course. Inspiration strikes you to come up with a quick idea. Chomp on this. Toss a biscuit into Gorko's mouth. He devours it in one gulp. Delicious. Much nicer than the evil students who once upon a time turned me into this creature who stands here today. You were human once? Well, no. I was a chihuahua. Was still a student. Hey, the teacher's a corgi, so who am I to judge? Until one day, some mean kids with the magic spellbook cast dark enchantment on me and I was forever transformed. Oh. Borko used to have a copy, but somewhere along the way, I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg you, respect it. You're a powerful chef. You shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear, I will be there. There are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Together, I am sure we can defeat them. This is the most anime shit. Come back to my hideaway, we can discuss. Come back to my hideaway and we can discuss. Personal invite, can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you are about to find out. We got into this home. I like the picture. It's still the Colonel's face, but on a kid. And the chicken. Surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond. Exciting life. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Anko have made a decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you ever been working on new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. There's something, it's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. What dish you might be describing? It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps. Now you got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him or keep it a secret? Just for you. Man, I want to go with the secret. I think it's too early. Like we gotta lead them to the bait, but don't spring the trap yet. You gotta let them chase you, you know? Don't listen to me. I'm freaking terrible at this. Fuck it. Please forgive me everything I said. I could hear Colonel Center heart beating in his chest. He tries to act demure, but his facade begins to crack. I can appreciate a good secret, of course. In fact, I got many, nearly a dozen in my fried chicken recipe alone. Trust me with yours. Well, I suppose you did share a secret ingredient with me yesterday, so it'd be only fair. His face grows serious. Ah, yes, about that, you see. Yes, Colonel. To be honest with you, the secret I told you was a fake. Ah, ha, ha, ha. The ingredient you shared with Miriam, it wasn't true. Well, no. No, because I told her a fake ingredient. Is that he was probably right to do so. It wasn't one of his real 11 secret herbs and spices. You see, we had only just met, yada yada. To me, my recipes are priceless. Something to confess, the secret ingredient you told me I shared with Miriam, my bestie. I already knew this. I was very disappointed, but now that you've come clean, we can start building our relationship as fellow chefs again. Promise to be honest from here on out. I really do. I'm counting on you. Then in that case, I present to you my original coleslaw. Shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' luxurious hideaway. I'm not the biggest fan of coleslaw, but that does look pretty good. Magnifique. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? I'd like to have it around so I can admire the taste later and think back to this moment. Could make him more, but he seems very sentimental kind of guy. Sure. Please make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. Do some snooping? No. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. That. Must be where he keeps the secret recipe. The number is important to Colonel Sanders, then it dawns on you. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens inside, you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? I don't think it can. I don't think you can do sashimi chicken. Let's do this picture. Maybe Roy Crossbells before from the goatee, mustache combo he sports, you figure it must be the Colonel Sanders. Or maybe it's the drumstick he seems waving like a rattle. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded? Am I right? Tap on an item. What's he drinking? Oh, that's a candle. I thought that was a drink. Power tool? Freshly stretched collar. Piece of wood floating on a lake. Summer of 69. Notice the secret recipe ingredient. It's blah. Let's not. I want to know about mountains. Mountain range beyond. Ghost. Are you thinking of heading out onto the world to avenge my death? No. Wait, what? I never learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I can tell you my name right now. It's... Can't you see I'm in the middle of something? With the window crack and the ghost is swept out with the breeze. Wow. What's this? This, I think there's a real version of this. Like, this is obviously an artistic recreation of it, but I think this is real. It shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold a fried chicken drumstick and appear to be cherishing them. Look closely, you see there's a short inscription. Wonder where my friend Pete is. The camel. Colonel Sanders, except he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt. Maybe this is where he discovered the herbs and spices. The chicken. Very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on the corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real. Taxidermy. Must have been important to Colonel Sanders when it was alive. Look for the chicken foot reads. The true state of bird is the great state of Kentucky. Okay. What's this? That's an urn. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, it reveals an inscription that says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Damn. A comb. Lock of silver hair woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color, it's actually made of spun silver. Well, the only thing left to tap on is the door. Find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. Take one off the hanger and try it on. Jacket's a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? It's a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks why you're wearing his jacket. I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Ah, crap. You forgot to take it off. You decide that now is your moment to make the big move. Tell him you're cold. Fess up and tell the truth. I mean, have we lied to him yet? We were snooping around. We'll go for the truth. I think I'm developing feelings for you. Concerned that I can't let anything get in the way of my dreams. Such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself, Colonel. Yes. Honestly, I think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. You're right. We should take things slow. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You talk late into the night and drift into a slumber. Dream sequence. Zzz. Again, the ghost on the chicken. Wait, beautiful morning, Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. Today is the day that could change the rest of your life. Think about a new secret ingredient you just learned about. This is our last day of school. In some jurisdictions, blank isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? They know, trust me. There's no such thing as a truly secret recipe because they have to tell the government what's in it. It has to be printed on the label. So all that bunk about Coke having like only 6 people who know the recipe is BS. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. Gorgeously plated breakfast and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Simple breakfast I just whipped up. Fried chicken with biscuits. I mean, chicken biscuits, not terrible. Takes you on a journey. When you turn, he's waiting to ask you an important question. So would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Such confidence, such grace. Could it be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Let's flatter him a bit. Single tear begins to pool in the Colonel's eyes. Gazes out the window. All right, business partner, I know I can't fail. I think he is talking to us. It's all happening so quickly, overcome with emotion and confused by feelings. On the verge of tears, unable to speak. The only answer you can find is to run out the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. Waits for no one. Very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Who are these people here? Why do we have this? Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. I've been desperate to talk to you about it, but couldn't find you. I got worried that something happened. I was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get up to speed on the saga of Miriam. I like her. Sure, but... You will not believe what happened at school. I went on a date. I mean, that is surprising. I think I can believe that. He asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you better keep your dials turned to polite and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl. Spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me. So I said, yeah, sure, I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving? On the first date? Surely that's like a second or third date thing. Did she say skydiving as if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. I went on a date too, back to Colonel Sanders' house, where I spent the night. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection, wowzers. Nothing happened. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. You encounter the rivals. Oh, these two. They're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop. What's a swirly? It sounds delicious. Oh, it's great. I'll order you up one right away. Have my swirly with sprinkles. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat. Get your swirly dipped. You know, you pick on someone your own size. Because I'm literally the biggest person at this school. There is that horse Colonel Sanders rides to the school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle and beautiful creature? Suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse? Oh, that horse could probably take you. Twisting my words, and I won't have it. Injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince in pain. Isn't like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. Never give up. Things are boiling over. Naturally intuitive person. He senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the first day of school? How's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. I don't know. It got caught in a freaking stand mixer. I'm pretty sure it's shredded. Like every single bone broken. Are you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail. Oh my god. That was just petty. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. He's complimenting her? I'm getting ready for... I think this is a backhanded compliment, and I'm just waiting on the punchline. What about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you're passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me? I am more than capable enough to speak to myself. If you could tell me more of your thoughts before in class. I don't think he's interested, honey. Always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. See you inside. Who you know she really is. You have across the cod, get some distance. Take out the spell book you recovered from yesterday and start flipping through the pages. That's that book. It looked like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open a page covered with arcane warnings, cast only in case of extreme emergency. I could use this spell here that says to erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. That's way too drastic. Couldn't you do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? She's speaking logic here. Listen to her. Be fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. This is overkill. This isn't even desperate. This is overkill. Got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you. Pretty good excuse to try that. No, you don't. Cast the forbidden spell. No. Time for class. Out in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. Clearly, his voice makes a quick announcement. I feel something of a dog moment coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. This cute little nose scrunches up, reads quickly. Must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him. Thoughts can be rather unpredictable, especially sprinkles. Wait to see what happens. Yeah, let's be patient. Room is deadly silent. When you follow his gaze, you see tiny orange squirrel perched on the cherry tree outside. Sprinkles turns feral and runs to the window of the classroom and begins barking uncontrollably at the squirrel. I told you never to come back here, Terrence. I will destroy you. Barking ferociously, drooling. I need a drink. Doesn't say anything back. You wonder, is that even a talking squirrel? Who named him Terrence? Better not show your chubby cheeks around here ever again. Sprinkles is satisfied. His presence has been felt by not only Terrence, but any other squirrel hearing in the distance. He returns. I apologize for the outburst. It actually brings up an important point for reminding me to toll out this innocence. You see, we're going any further. Miriam's love drama spills over into the class by swirls and sparks coming from the back of the room. Oh boy. Told you to save it for after class. You think I want to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Like I said, that's like a second or third date thing, not a first date. Appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. How did she learn to speak it overnight? Had to show off your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan, J and J forever. Watch us from a triangle mid-air as we descend. Triangles are the strongest shape, don't you know? Bzz, bzz. Yeah, well, that doesn't make it a great date. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or cliff for all I care. Bzz. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. What? Clank burps out a completely deep-fried sneaker? Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay. Clank slowly rolls out of the room to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see that entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day. Well, that was unfortunate. We mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown. It's a freaking crash course of a culinary school. Still working on the title. I think you get it. Time approaches. See you in the arena. Beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Yeah, let's go comfort our friend. Smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. Well, don't do that. How could he embarrass me in class like that in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. This one, I'm going to say it out loud. You don't need anyone. You know, in all honesty, I think that's bad advice. Like, I know people like to say that. I guess it can technically be true, but I think that's bad advice, really. Humans ain't wired that way. That's just ignoring really human evolution to say that. Me and you, we're going to cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me? No, we'll get a horse for you. It's fine. You can have a mare. Or you're small, so maybe a filly. You're not Of course not. Well, maybe sorta, but I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it. And a ranch big enough for both of us or whoever else wants to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for the first someone to show a little interest anyhow. Now that is true. I do agree with that. Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. I like soup. I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. I'm sure he will. I talk to Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay because you had a better idea of how to spend time before your exam. Head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. Test of will, test of courage, test of talent. Chance to beat the pants off of Van, the supposed man, and his evil counterpart, Ashley. As planned, you begin to run through the quick test of the recipe you've been working on. Desperado's famous chicken pot pie. I can cook a pretty mean chicken pot pie, if I do say so myself. I cooked one just last week, actually. It was really good. Practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven. But as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. There's still time before the final exam. Taking it all in, big into visualization, visualizing success. Look at my station and picturing victory. Pot pie has begun to bake, and you smell is slowly filling the space around you. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. I mean, we could do both. You usually happily stare at your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you eat Colonel Sanders get into your head. The last time you let Colonel Sanders get into your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decided that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires. But that decision gets hard to stick to when he's standing right there. Oven timer goes up behind you. Fess up about a practice dish. Honesty is the best policy. My nose can smell a pot pie from 500 or 400 yards. Oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from an oddly specific man. And it was a pot pie just from the smell. Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie with an all buttered crust. My nose is telling me something else. Is it burning? No, I can smell it was made with a heaping... oh, a helping of TLC. Ba-doomts. Probably starting to burn any second if you don't pull it out. Moment of truth. Sorry. Best pot pie ever tasted. Always loved country cooking. I could eat this all day. Pot pie is good. I like pot pie. Final showdown is about to begin. Wrinkles lays down the ground rules. Oh. There are no rules. Except to cook with everything you got. Step up for the cook-off of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese plus the pot pie you've been practicing are just mac. Okay, when I make pot pie, I usually don't pair it with anything because pot pie's got everything you need. So kind of weird. I don't think you need to pair that with mac and cheese. And mac and cheese can be standalone too. So, you know, just go one or the other. I'd go with the pot pie. Van and Ashley are preparing a wildly elaborate dish per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big going small. That's our Miriam. Colonel Sanders harnesses 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve something perfect. His original recipe, registered trademark, fried chicken. Again, this game is official. It was published by KFC. I want to point that out. The intensity in the room Stares at a full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Really cool special cooking moves as they prepared for their food. This is getting serious. Colonel Sanders batters his chicken as it levitates through the air. What the fuck? Egg wash. I don't think they actually use an egg wash at KFC. I think they use a bath. And it's like a water MSG bath. Or do they use a egg wash? I can't remember. Because I think they give it the bath and then they bread it and then they fry it. I mean, they're a fast food restaurant. They ain't gonna be doing anything that's time consuming like battering. Miriam furiously injects ingredients into itsy bitsy pot of broth. What the hell is she doing? Best friend. Wait. Best friend. Baster Blaster. I like that. She is the best character in this whole thing. Flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. This guy's big into seafood. And Ashley is also... She likes desserts, it seems. She's doing a pastry. Shallow personality spatula. Really on the nose. Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique. When did Clank learn to speak English? It's the singularity as foretold. Must let it happen or the appliance uprising will take us all. Lol. Self-destruct and quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out of the back door of the arena. Noticing Ashleigh has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No. We're trying to romance Colonel Sanders. He appreciates the hard way. We're doing it the hard way. Who needs magic when you got passion? In reality land, passion, never good enough. You need magic too. You've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. I believe in you. Miriam notices too. And I've always believed in you. Thank you, Miriam. Since we were little kids, because I'm your best friend forever. I love her. Ernest knows that Miriam is at your station cheering for you. What about your dish? If you're here cheering, who is cooking? Tiny food, short cooking time. I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. I don't think we're allowed to help. Handful of spices directly into your boiling noodles. It's the... Oh, no! Well, that backfired on us. It took a minute to get to it, but it backfired eventually. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. It is I, Steve, the sport monster. What happened to Gorko? You're not here to battle me, are you? We sport monsters are many. I think Gorko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle. So I say you're doing pretty all right. Middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. Better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve the Sport Monitor knows that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see you're up to crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Yeah, you guessed it, sorta. If you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? I'd love to. Always wanted to be top chef, actually. You know, when I was just a little sport pup back in the old country, you're so smart and finding it to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they come from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Maybe you should watch from the stands. Oh, don't ruin it for him. Let him do his thing. Just say, hey, tell us the story later. Just focus on Noodles now. Ain't that hard to be you gotta be a jerk. I understand. It's kind of like that time in oh my god. Okay. Also, serious stare at Steve and takes the hint. Never mind. Tell you later. Good luck. Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you'll could ever win. Give up and drop out. No, we summon extra power from deep down within ourselves. We're going full anime. I can do this. I have what it takes. I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. I am a culinary Super Saiyan. My heart is pure, my hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Oh my god, will you fuck off already? Chosen one, you avenge me. The power you've been summoning immediately fades the heck out. You interrupted my inspiration monologue. Sorry. My hands are steady, my taste buds have been preparing for their entire life for this moment. I will show the world my cookery. Begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. And then with this power, you can do anything except turn back time, which would be super useful because while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be saved. But don't worry. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Colonel Sanders decides to you have earned his support. Truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet, rolling with the punches. He stands behind us. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese. This time is almost up, so you're going to need it. What about the test? What happened to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never been my thing. What a god. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most delicious fried chicken tenders you ever laid your eyes on. Sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that can surpass individual efforts. Hey, chicken tenders and mac and cheese is a great combo, I will say that. When combined forces can form the perfect union. Time's up. Everyone's been waiting for. Now present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. Seems we're missing some students. Pop and clank. You hear a pure innocent giggle that can only come from one student. I'm flying. Sounds are coming from the broom closet over there. You're gonna pop. Hanging on a broom hook by the elastic underpants. Down from there. Did anything have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? Oh, wedgie was a salad. Pop was eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything. I can't feel my legs. May I be excused? Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, not the worst prank in UCSAL history, but not exactly yearbook material. Pranks, clank. Where'd that pressure cooker roll off to? Oh, he almost killed us. Wait to hear signature will be onomatopoeia. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged. Well, I guess we'll have to figure that out later. I mean, technically, wasn't it Van that unplugged him? He kind of saved our asses. 4 remaining students, please collect your final projects. After days, literally just 2, of hard work, it's time to come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Describe your dish. I have made tender udon noodles and a savory soup. And I love it's literally bite-sized. Like, the whole thing fits in the palm of her hand. Tiny udon noodle soup. Tiny chopsticks and tea. It's so delicate. It's that teeny tiny, I can't pronounce that word, spy afloat, itsy bitsy bowl. Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? You can eat that thing in one bite. Not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. And Flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a hug, helping me believe in myself. You're welcome, and thank you for doing the same. All right, Mr. Deadly Poison Man. Is that a sea urchin? Meat over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. Bit much. Exactly why I did it. Bit much is kind of my brand. He can't get his nose close on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof woof. Please be gentle. Grr. Dude, you're cooking for a dog. Like, freaking goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back his tongue and is poked and prodded. Oppressor appears to be having an allergic reaction to the sting. Disqualified. In a stunning turn of events, who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Van does not go gently into the night. Disqualified for glamour. Don't discount. I don't even. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Tongue for another moment. Sprinkles graciously laps the bowl of milk. Yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my tongue. Ashley? The freaking, like, thigh pinch this girl's got going on. Describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup topped with French meringue and connected by sugar glass. Fancy. I haven't had Turkish delight in a long time. That doesn't sound too bad. It doesn't sound too bad. It looks like it took forever to make. You almost don't even want to eat it. It looks so good. Please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Then why didn't you just make it out of glass then? Don't eat the food at a cooking school. Got toast in your eyes or something? It is beautiful, however, it is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Like, what the heck are you doing here? That's why I cooked it and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. It's a fucking culinary school, you dumb bitch. She needs to be a glass blower, I think. That's what she should go to school for. I'd go to College of Eating, School for the Hungry. I mean, that's probably a thing in this world. Absolutely insist, but don't breathe too hard. You might disrupt the sugar spiral. If it can't be eaten, it can't be judged. Disqualified. So far, only Miriam has even done anything edible. Mine's gonna be fine. Colonel Sanders. So there's really only 3 of us here. Storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. Isn't the last thing you've heard of me either. As class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel I mean, yeah, you got 2 people here that already know what the fuck they're doing. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cook, step up together, 2 chefs. It began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese, has become something else. Sniffing and eyeing the bowl. That does look good. I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drum roll plays. Just when I thought I'd seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing and completely blow me away. In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, everyone passes the class. Well, everyone who participated passes, which is basically just me, Colonel Sanders, and Miriam at this point. We're the only ones who passed. You pass, you pass, and you pass, and you get a pass. Everyone gathers around to partakes in the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend reality into another dimension. You and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. Even Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnificent fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on. How could they be better than this one? Oh shit, are we about to get a school dance? Now, school year is complete. Everyone has graduated. The students return one last assignment, get their groove on. Cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school graduation dance. Massive high-tech cooking area. Humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the house. Ah, woo woo. You knew that Sprinkles was a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist. Who says she can't teach an old dog new tricks? Oh, damn. Van and Ashley tell everyone that they're committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at graduation. It's clearly written in the school bylaws. Is it? Like, y'all planned that out? Y'all thought that far ahead? Okay. Never actually a ghost. It was a trick to get you to finally notice me. Amusing. It didn't work, my friend. And now everyone is together. The sport monster has totally mellowed out. I forgot he was there. Everyone, the sport monster is no more from here on out. For to everyone refer to me by my new name, Party Monster. All right. He tries to finish what they say, but everyone is too wrapped by talking about Party Monster. Student wants off. Miriam looks good with the freaking overalls here. I like that. It's a good look for her. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found love in her cooking, and you know she's going to do great. Red carpet rolls out across the bathroom. All right, across the ballroom. Where the fuck? It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? Who the heck do you think? It's Pop. You arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat, a crown. Welcome back, Pop. Now, you weren't able to compete in the final exam of your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for your school's dean. Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of Chancellor such and such. Music at the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparking and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who arrived late. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. He's still doing the talking thing. I am Clank. I'm not of this earth. I'm actually from a faraway planet in another dimension. I feel like I knew the whole time. Now that I've learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no. Yeah, thank you. So you say no to that. Just to learn who I really am. This isn't time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are. The whole array of Miriam's maturity. Pretty clear she has managed to surpass you in that regard. Surprisingly, yes. Yes, she has. I understand, kind of. Humans are weird. The portal opens up, Clank disappears through it. Colonel Sanders arrives. I like that they always do the cherry blossom petals whenever he shows up. Howdy, classmates. Just like the first day you met him, he's come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. I didn't get to the most delicious, the most famous chicken man in history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken. So we got 2 mashed taters, coleslaw biscuits, and a bucket of chicken. The end? Question mark? No, it's not the end. So everyone feasts on delicious chicken dinner. Cole Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. What are you doing sitting all alone? You know, just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. Why don't you tell me what the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head, I don't know. Spicy musk, tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School Academy for Learning, just to name a few, even though it was a 3-day crash course. Truly is my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders. The future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off. I'll be so glad to spend it together with you. How sweet. We'll work together and play together. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. What? You have a business partner who will help you run your restaurants? Don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? You found a love connection but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef. Can you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll at pastry school. I'm sure that you will find your place eventually, and along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Is that the real end? Yes, it is. We're fading to white. Again, like it's freaking official. It was official. It's an official game, published by KFC and everything. That is the best thing. Oh, that's the best thing. That intro really makes this seem a lot cooler than it actually is. That was fun though. All right, stream's been going for 2.5 hours. What time is it? It is 11 o'clock. Awesome. My voice is a bit tired. So I am actually going to be ending stream now. Let me get the background music going again. All right, I am going to be rating Ren tonight because she was going to be playing this game. Although it looks like she's playing Overwatch 2 right now. But I'm going to go over there and ask her how it went. Did she succeed in winning over the Colonel? So hope y'all enjoyed it. This was a fun game. I did not expect it to be as funny and as fun as it actually was. I'm not a big fan of dating sims / visual novels. I think a lot of them are too long. I like the ones that either do something unique, a la, what was that one? Doki Doki? Or something like this that's short and funny. This is really good. I liked it. So we'll be rating Ren real quick. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Even though it's over in 1 hour. Less than an hour. Actually, 56 minutes. It will be over, at least if you're on the East Coast like I am. So, hope you all enjoyed it. There will probably be a stream tomorrow, assuming Stardew is a thing, which it should be. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed it. See you later.